How's it going, everyone? We are back this week at an ungodly hour of recording, which is not what it's meant to be. The coffee of the day is Kraken. Because Moz reminded me we have it. So, in the immortal words of Toki Wartooth, that's Toki's the wrong one. Murderface.
Murderface.
What do you mean?
Booze and
Food. Drink responsibly. And not with chapped lips. Ow. Ow.
That is just coffee. That is deadly.
It's the best thing since Patron doesn't exist anymore. Right. Got a lot of news. Things happened. As they tend to do. Agov is now in pre-release stage. Because we went to it today, we know. Amazingly, watch the video.
Yeah.
I bought a box as well. So, Kyber Corp, my mouth has immediately gone dry. Kyber Corp had its store's second anniversary. And there's some stuff. There's keychains. There's roll sticky notes.
I thought there were sleeves at first.
Reference art clear files. Read.
Oh, acrylic stand, and we have a Kyber plushie, of course, for those people who want a Kyber plushie. Don't know who, but, you know, buy one if you want one.
Do the thing if you would like to.
Alright, so, we have this new trap. Rumple Puffle, or Chufle, or whatever. So, normal trap. You can only use either effect, the first effect to second, so you get one effect, not the other. You can declare one monster card's name. Neither player can special summon monsters with that original name for the rest of the turn except from the graveyard. Or you can banish this card from the graveyard and declare one monster card's name. Neither player can activate the effects of the monster's name on the field with that original name for the rest of the turn.
That'd be really annoying.
This is groundbreaking because, unlike Prohibition, this is a card that cannot be responded to, or it doesn't stay up like Prohibition does. So you can't address this.
Right.
If it resolves, you've had it.
So
that's your monster.
Sales ban?
Yeah, but think about it. You can play a Foolish Goods engine, going second if you really wanted to just foolish this card, banish a card with a negate that's already present on the field, and negate a problematic card.
Or they have to negate it.
Or they have to negate this. Or you can just set this card, activate it, mess your opponent's turn up by declaring something like Oviraptor.
And then when you get it on field, they go...
No, you're not having that again. So,
well, it's not a quick effect from grave, is it?
It's a trap card, so yeah, it is. All trap cards are quick effects from grave.
I don't think you can just...
Yeah, you can. Same with Fogblade. Any trap. Same with Reincarnation. It does say that.
Where does it... yeah.
It doesn't have to say quick effect. It's a trap. They're always quick effects in grave.
Oh.
Same as Reincarnation is, as you can banish this card to special summon a Trick Star from grave.
Okay. Today I learned.
Alright.
Moving on, the new Goblin support. So, there's been a lot of hype for this. We have Goblin Rider Doug the Assault.
Okay.
Nice.
Doug! He's an Earth Warrior effect, level 3, 1600 attack, 0 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. First effect. If this card is in your hand, you can detach one XYZ material from a monster on field. And if you do special summon this card, you can just rip a send off a Zeus. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one Goblin Rider spell trap from your deck to your hand is the second effect. That's kind of...
It can be okay.
It's kind of niche, that.
It can be inconvenient, definitely.
Yeah.
Can we also address how this also points to Rota and Tenki use?
It does. Goblin Rider Clutter the Noisy. He's a Fire Beast Warrior effect. Level 3, 1500 attack, 0 defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one goblin monster in your graveyard except Clutter, special summon it. During your opponent's main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, quick effect, you can detach one XYZ material from a monster on the field, and if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field.
I don't think Pirelli are going to enjoy this deck.
Noir! It's going to get small. No, it unaffected.
Yeah, that's if they got 5 under it.
Yeah. Goblin Rider
Boom.
Boon.
Oh, it's Baboon.
No, it's
Well, he's chimp-like, isn't he? Boon.
maybe with the face.
No, that's the thing he's riding.
Well,
he's on top.
Yeah.
We don't know what he's like. He's
Well,
got that
the
long.
thing that he's riding, yes, okay. The max speed. What a name. I'm changing my name by default to max speed.
The 700-mile-an-hour wolf. Interesting. All right.
His Wind Warrior effect, level 3, 1300. During the main phase, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can quick effect. You cannot special summon Goblin Boon until the end of the next turn. Also, detach one XYZ material from a monster on field, and if you do, special summon this card.
It seems quite pants, that one.
What?
It's not free.
During the main phase, if this card is in your...
It's not as free.
You can't special summon it until the end of the next turn.
It's a bad one.
Also, detach one X. So it will just happen at the end of the next...
No, you can special summon it at the end of the next turn after you've already done this one.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So you do it once and then you're like,
yeah.
you can't do it again. Right. Goblin Rider... Okay. Meander?
Yeah, Meander. The cold-blooded.
Water, Fiend effect, level 3, 1400. Attack, 0 defense. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can special summon one goblin monster from your hand, except Goblin Rider Meander. If this card is in your graveyard, you can detach one XYZ material from a monster on field, and if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. I feel like these are just quite mid enough that we'll just end up buying the core.
Alright.
We have got the XEs, so Goblin Rider, Big Head...
Gabonga. So
they
relatable.
Are so goblin names.
They're so relatable, these names. Like, if I had comic sounds that just, like, appeared after I'd done anything, like, they'd be these names.
2 level 3 monsters. It's a rank 3 with sweaty 100 attack, 0 defense. Can only use the first, second, and third effects of this card's name each once per turn. First one, if this card is XYZ summoned, you can add one goblin monster from your deck to your hand. Second, if an XYZ material is detached from a monster on field, you can target one other face-up monster on the field, attach it to this card as material.
That's phenomenal.
That's very nice, and it's generic. During each end phase, you can attach one goblin monster from your deck to this card as... I think I remember why I said we need to pick up BA.
It's interesting.
Yeah. That's generic.
Yeah.
It's better than Breaksword.
I mean, Breaksword has its own applications, to be honest. I think you're viewing Breaksword as its single-purpose use.
Fairs.
Rather than its other.
Okay, Goblin's Crazy Beast. Dark Fiend XYZ effect, rank 6, 2700 attack, 0 defense. 2 level 6 monsters, or 2 plus level 6 monsters.
Use the third effect once per duel.
It is generic. You can use the third effect of this card's name once per duel. First, once per turn, quick effect. You can target one spell trap on the field, detach 2 XYZ materials from monsters on the field, and if you do, attach that card as material. Second effect, if a monster you control would be destroyed by a card effect, it's a Dingetsu. You can detach one material from this card instead. Third effect, if this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon it, then attach one goblin monster from your graveyard to it as material. Okay.
That is very free.
It's very free.
You can link it off and then reborn it.
Yeah. And just start forcing...
It hard counters field spell decks as well.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to take the spells?
Alright, so we have Grand Gathering of the Goblin Riders. You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. Goblin monsters you control gain 300 attack for each goblin monster you control. During the main phase, you can normal summon one goblin monster in addition. And the third effect is you can target 2 goblin monsters you control that have a level, activate one of these effects. The level of them becomes 1, the level of the other. Their levels become the total of the original levels. So that's how you can just straight make him. Which is the only way you can actually straight make him, because he doesn't have a clause to just jump him over this.
Naked with bestials is generic.
Alright. Oh, also, weird attributes.
Yeah, so,
Not that much application. Yeah. The second one, this is going to have to be a good one. Grand Entrance to the Goblin Riders. You can use the first, second once per turn. Add a Goblin monster from your deck to your hand. Then detach an XYZ monster from the field. So, this also has to resolve from a monster from the field. And if you do special summon 1 level 4 or lower Goblin monster from your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, detach a material from a monster from the field. Then you can add a Goblin monster from your grave to your hand. Nice bit of recursion. And then...
Goblin Rider Stampede. It's a continuous track. You can only use the first of the first and second effects. You can only use one of the first and second effects of this card's name per turn, and only once that turn. The first one, during the main phase, you can, immediately after this effect resolves, XYZ summon using only goblin monsters you control as material. Second effect, if you control a goblin XYZ monster, you can target one effect monster on the field, detach one XYZ material from a monster on the field, and if you do, negate that target's effects until the end of the turn. This is just going to make it a nightmare to play XYZ decks.
Yeah.
Like, you could conceivably just jam this in your side as a condense engine.
I love Ulti Slayer. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Okay. New merchandise. There's a Yugi figure. There's a cup. There's some stuff. That's actually quite cool.
If you want it.
It's got a Tem on it. I thought it was just like some Egyptian tablet with the 3 gods on it.
No, I mean, if you're into this stuff, fair enough. But it's there. Check it out.
I am like super awkward with anything. I'm not big on the anime.
They're very big on acrylic stands as well.
Yeah, that's not something that translates well over here. I don't think. I love it. Diabell Star has a pet cat. So, top line, why is it so dang cute? Let's find out. So, Snake Eyes Populus is a level 1 Fire Pyro effect monster with 700 attack and 200 defense. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name, each once per turn. If this card is added to your hand except by drawing it, you can special summon it. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add 1 Snake Eye spell trap from your deck to your hand. It's pretty good. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 fire monster in your graveyard, place it face up in its owner's spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. That's not bad.
I don't think it's going to see play.
I mean, not in kind of just hyper meta splashes.
Yeah, not the splash. Definitely not the splash.
No, but it's cute.
Alright.
After
the Snake Eyes I've seen today as well, like, looks nothing like.
You just like your big dragon because you're edgy.
I'm not edgy, and it's a snake.
Sorry, you like your big snake.
I do like my big snake. I'll tell you that much.
Come put the snake meme in.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Alright.
So, Snake Eye Dramatic Chase. Quick play spell. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Place 1 Diabell Star monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in its owner's spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. During the end phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one monster card treated as a continuous spell. You control and special it.
I'm not sure if that enables the splash for what it wants, but it might do.
Forget the splash for a second.
I'm going on what's relevant. Although I do love the meme.
I've only had Populus for a day and a half, but if anything happened to him, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself.
All right.
I feel like that's what's going to happen when we get the doggo. Merchandise. Fig Pin has done a deluxe box set of pins. If you want them, source them and buy them. Okay, new Labyrinth support.
We are the Brothers
Gate Guardian.
Paradox, and we love wearing women's frocks.
A Gate Guardian. It's...
We can't get people's hopes up by saying new Labyrinth support.
Oh, yeah, that's...
It's Gate Guardian.
Yeah, I forget yeah. The one with the walls and the wall shadows, not the ones with the butlers.
Yeah.
Anyway, would you like?
Alright, so we have Dark Guardian. It's a level 12 Dark Warrior, special effect monster. Attack 3/8, defense 3/8. It's always treated as a Gate Guardian card, so it can be searched. Cannot be normal summon a set, must special summon with Dark Element, or from your hand or grave by shuffling one Sanga, one Kazajin, and one Suijin into the deck from among your face-up cards on the field, in your hand or grave. Or you're banished. So, wherever they may be that isn't in the deck, just put them back and summon this guy. Cannot be destroyed by battle. If this card is special summon with Dark Element, it's unaffected by other monster effects and your opponent's activated spell effects. Imperm, where are you? And then we have Dark Element, the guy that summons it. You can use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If you have Gate Guardian, if you have a Gate Guardian monster in your graveyard, literally any of the extra deck stuff, or, you know, whatever, pay half your life points, special summon level 11 or higher Gate Guardian monster in your hand or deck, or extra deck ignoring the summoning conditions. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add one of your Sanga, Kazajin, or Suijin that is banished or in your deck to your hand.
Yeah, so...
It's a lot of decent support, to be honest, but it's not going to change anything.
Yeah, it's not easy done.
No, I reckon this could...
I reckon you'd have to play it in a way more competent deck just to facilitate.
You do know you can just play in a Deer Servant and then just send a Gate Guardian monster from your extra deck to the grave, then trigger Dark Element.
I speculated this. I also said that I think Tyr can do it, Branded can do it. There is a bunch of ways, but it's playing engines where kind of may as well just be playing them.
No, because you're playing this specifically for Gate Guardian. That's it.
Yeah.
That would be in the pure. So I guess you got Dogmatic, Gate Guardian, Hello Winder, a triple hot red, Dragon Archfiend in one card, and like big daft monsters.
Triple hot red.
Yeah, one of them's just a triple target negate, isn't it?
Oh right.
The level
yeah,
11 fusion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... Let's be real, we're gonna build it. Because Tom exists.
I hope it's only available in Starlight.
Then we're not gonna build it.
That'd be funny.
Well, you can bankroll that.
Nope.
Well, then we're not gonna build it.
Alright.
But, let's be real, we're gonna build it. But, yeah. It's not quite there, is it?
Nope.
Moving on. I haven't seen these before.
Bath
I
balls!
haven't seen a lot of the news. Is this where we're at?
Yep.
The main reason I'm reporting on these is the very notion is quite entertaining.
I actually love it. It's brilliant.
I kind of resonate with the person who writes these articles a lot. From mid-August, these yellow citrus-scented bath balls have been made available in Japan. Each one contains one of 4 acrylic charms, blue eyes, dark magician, red eyes, and Karibo.
We can actually look at just, you know... I don't know, do me an ice bath or something and we'll drop all 4 in. I'll just do it in my shorts for a short.
Yeah, I can't go anywhere near this stuff. It'll remove my skin from my bones.
Oh,
It'll
yeah.
rend the flesh from my body if I even look at a bath bomb.
Love it.
Cool. Okay, these kind of look pretty sick.
More statues.
Yes, so Magiarts and Scapegoat products, a set of Crane Game plushies and Magiart figures. So the DMs kind of look pretty sick. I'm not even a DM fan.
Can we address the scapegoats? Like that are just attached to this man?
Is that Joey?
Yeah.
Of course it's Joey. I do like the plushies. I would like to just throw them.
But like
around.
90 each.
Oh, the keychains.
Oh, that's even worse.
No, I'd want them to be like hacky sacks or juggling balls, and then just whenever you, I don't know,
Buy them. Alright.
OTS tournament.
OTS Tournament Pack 24 has been announced.
Thank you.
We don't even have an OTS Pack 23 yet. I love that.
Okay, so they were like, right, you know how you've had one of these, and then we did 22 of them after. You've not got 23, but you're gonna get it. We're gonna follow that with 24, but you didn't expect that.
Okay.
What have you noticed?
Look at it.
They're making Rock the Vanquisher.
I mean, it needed a reprint, didn't it?
Did it need an ulti? The Vanquish Soul theme. Now you can.
We don't know the other two ultis because it's not saying.
Get ready to bling out your deck and collect all new OTS Ultimate Rares. I don't like it when promotional material says bling. Right, did we need Rock the Vanquisher as an ulti? Probably not.
Yeah, the other two better be banging ultis. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Rock of the Vanquisher is going to be the throwaway.
Mm,
I mean, Pirelli was in the last one.
yeah. So, I need to make you find this core before I'd let you leave.
Found it.
Brilliant.
Know where it is.
Fish!
Fish!
Got new support. So, Haze of the Fish. And when I say fish, I mean goatee. It's a water fish effect, level 2, 0 attack, 1500 defense. Can only use the first, second, and third effects of this card's name once per turn. If you control a fish monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Free. If a monster is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can target one of them and one of your banished level 6 or lower fish monsters. Banish both that and the opponent's target and this card, and if you do, special summon the other. Why are you connecting to EA computer? I'd rather you didn't. Thank you. Sorry about that, people. If a monster is special... I'm sorry. No. EA just encroaching these games companies. During the standby phase of the next turn after this card was banished, you can special summon this banished card. Doesn't say anything about bringing back the opponents.
The other target.
You can target one of them and one of your banished levels. Yeah, special summon the other targets. You are special summoning your fish out of banish.
Alright, your opponent's is permanently banished.
That's kind of gross. And would you like to say Moonlight?
Moonlight. It's a level 6, 2/4 attack, 0 defense. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. If this card is normal summon or special summon, add a fish monster from your deck to your hand, as if you didn't have a rotor already. Then banish one fish monster from your hand or face up on the field. Yes, you gotta do that. If this card becomes banished, you can banish one fish monster from your hand, face up on the field, or graveyard, except to special summon this card. So, it's got 2 cards. Don't think that's enough to break it. Can't lie.
It's not incompetent now.
It's a weird interaction.
Yeah, it's...
Macrocosmos, boys. Get those iron walls put up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is not incompetent now. What's that from?
I don't know. It's a ray in space.
That's gonna bug me. It's Futurama.
Oh, God, you're killing me. Oh, God, you're killing me.
You just...
Yeah.
Do you know what?
I will have seen it. I've seen every episode of Futurama, but I just
Yeah,
don't remember this.
It was from the movies where there's the things that can read minds, and it's all the tinfoil hat people.
Right.
And then the bad thing comes out at the end, and then that's the good thing.
Alright.
You don't know. Light the way with Fish Lamp. It's actually called Fish Lamp. It's a level 4 fire synchro tuner effect monster. Attack 1200, defense 400. 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a synchro material, you can special 2 lamp tokens. Fire Fish, level 2, attack 0, defense 0. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except fish monsters. It's about to be like, oh, a token generator. Isn't that going to be great? But
No.
fish locks you, so it's alright, I guess. If you control a fish synchro monster, you can banish this from your graveyard, then target 1 card on the field, destroy it.
Not sure if it's going to see play.
Token generators normally are completely broken, but fish locking is pretty steep. It might see niche play. GENEX, and I appreciate the Transformers reference. Would you like to take this article?
Right, so this is an archetype that came out when I was a kid, and even I could turn around and tell you that every card that was released was complete rubbish.
There were combos with like, what was it? Controller
Undyne.
and Undyne.
But that was played in Mermail.
Well, yeah.
That was a Mermail strategy. That's how much GENEX got played. Undyne saw play in Mermail.
Yeah.
Alright. Arms of GENEX return 0. Level 10 Dark Machine Synchro Effect Monster. Doubt they can Synchro Summon anymore. They might get new support. Who knows? That's why we're here. Attack 3-1. Pretty common. Defense 2950. They did have weird stats. 1 Dark Tuner. 1 non-tuner monsters. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can banish a monster in your graveyard with the same attribute as that monster. They're all over the place, so it's unlikely they won't have one. But a different one to the ones that have already been banished to activate this effect. So, like, it's a bit like Access Code Talker, so you've got to banish a dark, and that's your dark burn, you know, so forth. And then negate the activation, destroy that monster. So it's a non-once per turn, negate up to the amount of Access Code Talker's effect applies here. Once per turn, you can tag up to 60 GENEX monsters with different attributes that are banished or in your graveyard. Put them back, destroy that many cards in the spell trap card zone. So it's a nice little control, you know, response.
So if you're playing goblins against this, you're boned.
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Vanquish Soul, you're boned.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're boned.
That just FTK's Vanquish Soul.
Yes.
Sick. Do carry on. They've got a Link
They
1.
have to get that far, and that's saying something. Alright, Link 1. Dark Machine Monster Effect Monster. With a 1 to attack. It's a singular arrow. What problems have ever come from a Link 1?
Link 1's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing ever goes
Materials, level 4 or lower GENEX monster. Oh, they're all 9s, I believe. You can special summon 1 repair GENEX controller this turn. Once per turn, sorry. If this card is link summon, you can add a GENEX monster from your grave to your hand. Once per chain, if a jet monster is added to your hand, except by drawing it, immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon a GENEX monster. Also, you cannot special summon a monster from the extra step for the rest of the turn, except synchro summoning, using a GENEX tuner as material. So, bit of a lot. And
Bit of a lot.
bit of a lock.
Oh, bit of a lock.
Well, you can only use GENEX tuners, so
Yeah.
there's no splashing, and it locks you into synchroing.
How much does it help?
It gives you an extra normal, which really, at the minute, this is broken, right? And sadly, it requires you to play GENEX cards for its second effect. But if you can make this with a Dark Tuner and you have a variety of hand traps, this is all generic.
You can silence. That is.
So I think this card might be an obscure 30 quid card. We'll have to see what this new guy does. The retrain of the famous Undyne, the only playable GENEX in the entire archetype. Level 4 water aqua effect monster 1711. Once per turn you banish a jet monster from your grave. This card gains that monster's attribute. Then if you banish the tuner to activate this effect, you can treat this card as a tuner until the end of the turn. If you control a GENEX synchro monster, you can target 2 GENEX monsters in your graveyard, including this card, add them back. Also banish any card sent to the graveyard for the rest of the turn. Can't use it in your opponent's turn, so it's a restriction on you. I don't know how good this is. I don't think it is. And this is a new one. Cheering. So level 2 Dark Spellcaster, 600, 600. You can only use the first effect once per turn. So during your opponent's main phase, if you control the GENEX monster, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand immediately after this resolves. Synchro 1 GENEX Synchro. And then the second, if this card is on the field, is used as a synchro material for a GENEX monster, it can be treated as a level 1 or level 3. Nice.
That's very flexible.
So it's either a 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
And then, so we have 3 cards. Is it enough? 4 cards. If it's enough to break GENEX, I would be very shocked. I think this is just going to get teched in a load of weird decks.
Yeah.
As far as this goes,
So,
not a one of these, other than Birdman, that was occasionally just hit and never came off until they realised it didn't do anything.
Birdman was...
This was involved in a Mist Valley FTK.
Yeah. So GENEX has done a lot of unfair stuff, just never in its own
Hang on a minute.
deck.
A handful of the cards have done
Okay, so
unfair things.
scroll down.
1, 2.
2.
That is the only reason. That is the second one. Sorry, this is the only reason. That's the first one. So,
Yeah.
1,
2. 3.
This is Gem Knight Garnet.
Yeah. But Gem Knight Garnet was still in that
Right,
combo.
3, but Gem Knight Garnet. All right.
What do you mean? He's great.
No, he isn't.
Well,
The new Link Karibo. I'm
Wow.
so happy about this.
He's wearing
Wingman's
the Flame Wingman's arm.
armor, yeah. Well, actually, he might just harm him. He ate him. No, you spit him back up now.
Karibo, fucking hermit crabbed wingman. Okay. Hain Karibo. Like Hain Hain Karibo level 6 or Wing Karibo level 6?
It's Wing Karibo level 6.
Oh, okay. If it
Because
was
there's
Hain, I
9
was like,
and there's 10.
Hain?
No.
Level 6, 300 and 200 respectively for attack and defense. This card is always treated as an elemental hero and favorite card.
This could be good.
Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 1 elemental hero fusion monster or winged Karibo from your hand face up on the field or graveyard. You can only special summon 1/6 once per turn this way. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, or when your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, quick effect, you contribute this card, destroy that monster, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack.
That was about 8 lines from being really good.
Oh, I thought you were going to get your negate.
I thought I was going to get my Nib Negate. Because that's searchable as well. You can literally just e-call this, and you can't be Nibiru'd.
You've been saying you just need a negate.
I
You
just
need
need
some
a negate.
insulation. Right until the last line, because I was like, when an opponent's monster declares an attack,
I'm getting Nibiru'd, but you're
Crap.
going to get magic cylindered for it.
like, yeah. I mean, if you destroy the nib in hand.
No, sorry. On field.
Oh.
That's why I said it was 8 lines away from being good.
Oh.
And then we have another Crimson Dragon card. I love it.
Okay, it is a level 4 main deck monster. It is Shining Star Dragon. It's a light dragon tuner effect. Level 4, 0 attack, 0 defense. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. 1. During your opponent's main phase, if this card is in your hand, quick effect, you can target 1 dragon synchro monster in your graveyard, special summon this card, and if you do, special summon that target, but its effects are negated. Then immediately after this effect resolves, you can synchro summon 1 dragon synchro monster using the cards you control.
Interesting. So, you target Axel Synchron in grave, you special summon it back, summon this card, and then make Crimson Dragon. I like it.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to get abused. It's good.
It is good.
And the second, a Dragon Monster Synchro summon using this card of material cannot be destroyed by battle. Which is a nice little niche cherry on top.
Wait, so you can make a piss-easy 12 that's immune to battle destruction?
Name one piss easy 12, because that has been the exact problem we've been having with Crimson Dragon this entire time.
I was about to say, you said Crimson Dragon, it'd be like, whatever.
It is whatever, because the amount of fiddling you have to do with the target you're putting for it.
Get good.
This just makes it easier now. That's a shortcut.
Mm.
So, enjoy.
Some tokens, and they're anime-based, so they're not for me, but if they are for you...
Kyber and Yugi, Jane and Yubel. Obviously, I think this one might get, you know... Oh, wait, no, these are all Japanese, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all get the nice things.
New Phantom Nightmare card. Sebic Sorcerer.
Oh, could this be the new £100 link card?
Go right ahead.
Alright. Aqua, Link, Effect Monster, Sebex Sorcerer. Attack 2k. Where's its bottom? Where's its defense? Oh, I don't have one. It's a Link monster. 2 effect monsters. You can use the first and second effect once per turn. When this card or your monster... When this card or your monster it points to inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you gain the same amount of life points. Now you don't have to play Scattershot. If either player gains life points even during the damage step, you can make each player take 1,000. Oh, we have a new time card. Cool.
Yeah, that's...
Weird.
I don't like that it's in extra deck.
Just summon Origami, get it on 200,000 attack, and
just get off Origami.
Gain
No one.
Oh, come on.
It's not good.
I know, I want it to be good. It's fun.
Bad. Right, we have been through this, so I'm just going to whip down to the expensive bits. A lot of this is now selling out on pre-sale. A lot of the prices haven't really changed. Diabell Star's sitting at 30. It was 45 quid last it was seen for Imseti. There are still stock levels, but I think last night it was reporting the last one on Kongs for SP Little Knight at 70. The Wanteds have now been bought out. Dark Zeus is still fine and still sitting at 20.
Just look out for that one obnoxious moron who's going to be bringing that £300 polished off Diabell Star core to your locals next week. It's out now.
Yes.
And people have bought them.
So, yeah. Sneak peeks have happened.
The cards are in the public.
Not from vendors.
Not
yet,
from vendors yet.
Snake Eye Core has now gone. So, like, sales are happening on this set is what I'm getting at. It's very hype trained. Testina Core sitting at 25. Shark Lancers are at a tenner. Supreme King still at a tenner. TG's getting a little bit of hype. That's sitting at 40. The Vice's core is 45. You can turn skip your opponent if you jump through a lot of hoops. 164 and 249 respectively for Horus and Sinful Spoils. And they're sold out. So these stock levels have been bottomed out quite fast.
I think people want the security of the core, especially if they've got events coming up. So I think a lot of these were sad buys as well.
Oh yeah, well before today.
Like people are going to Bologna like soon. Like they wanted the security of the core than having to faff about.
Yeah, before today, I was not thrilled with having to buy a Little Knight this close to Christmas. Today,
You pulled one.
I pulled one.
You jammy, sir.
Yeah, you say that.
Check out a video to see what we pulled out of the box.
Yeah.
Oh, I also pulled that.
Yeah, you pulled
QCR.
Wanted, the QCR, right next to each other on Sneak Peek. It was a hell of a day. Yeah, the QCRs, they are all much of a muchness apart from Wanted, which is quite high. Temple's hitting 50, 70 for Original Sinful, Imseti at 124, £80 on the Gold Sark, 300 for the Little Knight, 174 for the Dark Zeus, and you know we're kind of around that area. The rest seem to be kind of bottom of the barrel, apart from like obviously these three.
Also, like Diabell Star Rescue Ace is now going to be one of the most expensive Match Prairie decks in existence.
Yeah. Diabell Star has got a weird flip over on this because Wanted is 130 and it's normally 50. Diabell Star is normally 30 and it's 200. So, yeah, bit of an odd one. Getting into tournament results, we had Niagara Falls, and let's see if we picked anything out. We did. It was the Mekanko list. This is interesting. I know nothing about it, but it's cool to see the Sublimation Knight, the Squeak Knight, and the kind of the Fire Warrior splashes. Excuse me. With the Courageous Crimson Chevaliers as well. It can sold, yeah. And then it does Mekanko things, which
Don't leave it alone.
they attack you with 0 attack monsters, then you die. That's what I know.
Yeah, you lose damage equal to the difference.
Yeah. Hartford had its WCQ. We pulled out Trap Tricks here. This is for you.
It's playing Shifter, which is weird because, you know, this card really likes being engraved, but you really can't argue with 9 hand traps, 3 board breakers, super consistency, and a ton of annoying trap holes that are just going to beat you. So, yeah, they can't complain. It's a nice bare bones. It's a nice bare bones list.
Not Dagda, Durandal.
Yeah, it's a nice bare bones list. It's nice to see that it's doing something.
Durandal is very interesting.
It blows up Holtair to get it engraved.
Well, it makes your opponent blow it up.
Either way, I doubt it's used a lot.
Yeah. Wait, go down. Is that Ptolemaeus?
Where?
Go across. Is it Not Ptolemaeus. Yeah. Ptolemaeus and Constella Diamond. I need to pick them up, actually.
Yeah, I think you've got that.
Yeah, I need to get them in my staples.
What's the significance?
Is it Constella? Hang on, Drew. Neither player can send cards from the deck to the graveyard.
This one?
Yeah.
And that can be summoned over that?
Yeah. It peeled off the ban list during that list where they were like, right, you get all your banishing cards back and you can have this because it hoses tier.
Alright, cool.
Don't make us ban anything. And then tier was still tier 0, so they were like, oh, fine. Dublin had its WCQ, and I pulled out Marincess from this. It's quite standard. Lots of hand traps and some Marincess cards.
You're not a fan?
I don't like the C-Nettle. I don't like the heavy rank 4 commitment when you're just making Dweller. I guess it is a tier format. I like mine. Watch mine when it comes out.
Out.
But it's not.
Oh, your new one.
My new one. My old one is bad. My old one, I had training wheels on. The new one, I've gutted the engine right back. It's fine. It obviously did well. I prefer mine. I like Pascalus at like 2. I don't main the kaijus, and I jam like every hand trap under the sun in it with crossouts because my god, getting nibbed means you lose. There's like no getting around it. I also reversed the ratio on the wave to the dive. But yeah, moving on. Scareclaw, Kashtira, Manadeum. Oh, the Kashtira is just there.
Yeah, it literally makes Dweller. That's all this job is. It's when you don't open Vices, you need a plan that isn't, you know, pass. So you either make Baguska, which genuinely is plan B, literally, if you don't open this card, or Dweller, which is just really good against Tear. I like to see that a lot of Manadeum lists that are doing really well aren't opting to play Crimson Dragon. They're just making Appaloosa, Chaos Angel, this with the counter trap, Dispatter, and obviously there's
A Stroud.
yeah.
I really like that Tri-Edge is picking up.
Playing the other one. Oh, you need Tri-Edge. It's mandatory.
Yeah, Tri-Edge is just fantastic, though, and no one seemed to notice it at first.
So yeah. Nice. I like the Torrid. I'll play more, but, you know, it's a nice list. 1 Reichphobia. I would play it more, but as I say, if you don't open this card, you are pretty much left trying to make these. So, but no, I like it. It's a nice list.
I mean, you can always, like, chuck up a Fenrir and...
Yeah, but this doesn't win games anymore.
It can.
It's capable of doing it against specific things, but...
Singular Zombie World, how are they searching that other than terraforming?
I think the fact that they thin the deck that much, that they can just probably get it on the way.
Maybe. Do they draw?
They can do.
Yeah. I mean, that's for flu, but...
This is also a Pot of Greed.
What is...
The spell above Rota.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Medellin? WCQ? We pulled out Dark World. It's doing Cerule.
Playing Salamander.
I don't like Cerule. Salamander?
Yeah, top right. Top left, sorry.
Oh, you hate that card.
It's bad.
The Catalyzer. It just says discard. It's like a danger without the upstart.
That's why I don't like it.
3 Dark Corridor for how much you want to be drawing. I think 3's overkill. It worked though, clearly. I
Also,
think
3 Rainbow.
I think as unlikely as it is, the instant fusion is super important because if you can go off with this deck, it's devastating. It's just if you get trolled, you're dead. Is that what these are for?
Yeah, that's an Iberu and Droll proof.
Right. So
You can just normal summon unfair monsters.
Yeah, just normal Kokimiru.
Like, if you really want to, you could just make a decent, okay, going first board and slap a Christia spell canceller on top.
But... And then you're not revealing anything for that anyway. You're just like, well, I got through my turn, so it's fine.
Literally.
I've put Mana Gate up.
Yeah.
They're getting a nice little reprint, which is nice. Rosario?
Yeah, it was only 132 duelists.
And Super Heavy Vanquish Soul is what you wanted to talk about.
Well, I'll say I wanted to talk about. It just makes Baron, and just there's a lot you can do with this engine, apparently. It's getting new support as well.
I also need an Exciton Knight.
Yep.
They are annoyingly expensive right now. I also think King Dempsey is just a good one to have in the binder. Shared Ride. I'm starting to see pop up more.
It's rare.
And Pure Runic. Someone went full OCG and you were explaining an interaction.
An interaction, more about how Pure works. So they decided to print a card that also plays underneath Goes and Match and Tikaboo. Well, how does that work? Well, this card summons a token that is also a light, so they're both light under Goes and Match. This guy is a beast, and the token it summons is a fairy. So you're just left with two bodies that you can easily protect and float right back into and recur, whilst milling your opponent to death. So enjoy.
Also, 3 borders in the side.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Marincess, very similar to the last. Yeah, Sea Nettle seems very popular. I don't quite understand the recursion. Personally,
Two Droll and an Abiru without main decking crossouts or siding them.
I mean, in this instance, what?
Two Droll and an Abiru without main decking or side decking crossouts.
They have the other copies in the main. They have 2 Droll in the main and 1 Nibiru.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, but there's no crossout in here.
Yeah, yeah, but I can see the Sea Nettle actually assisting with the making Bahamut Toad, and they are main decking a single Gozen, which does kind of functionally FTK a lot of decks when paired with Kragan.
I know, but this is the thing that's got my attention.
The single nib.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes ratios...
You don't want to see it when you don't want to see it.
Yeah, just draw what you need.
I mean, there's no crossouts here.
Yeah, I don't fully understand the 2 droplets either because they are
I can understand this.
so good.
I can't understand this.
I might really overvalue the card in these lists, but because of the nature of the equips, you can blank a board.
It's like, I don't have a problem with this. I can live with this. It's just, where's your crossout? He must have put these 3 on his main deck instead of replacing them for crossout designator. Judge deck checked him and went, you need to put crossouts in your main.
It would be funny if that actually happened, because dumb stuff like that does happen.
It did.
And we're right back at the start. So, that has been a lot of news.
Not as long as I thought,
yeah, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, hit the bell icon, do all that good stuff. Watch the other videos. We've recorded like 4 today. We actually have sneak peek, 2 deck profiles, 2 shorts, and this. Done like 7 videos today. Please watch and like them all. I would really appreciate it. How are you feeling, Moz?
Kind of tired. I think I'll go home now.
Let's change the subject. We are leaving, people.